Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, here to tell you about another story. It was interesting yesterday. I had a man that Skyped me and he said, I started on the green juices and I know they're good for my body, but it was hard for me to drink. I'm not used to eating vegetables. And I said, yeah, a lot of things that we have to do are not always pleasant. I get a lot of stuff, emails and things from people who say, why can't I just eat whatever I want to eat and be healthy? Well, it really doesn't work that way. We have set things that we have to do in order to create what we want in our life. Uh, if you allow a little kid to just eat sweets all the time, he's not going to live a very happy life later on. So we have to have some discipline, and discipline is extremely important for creating a happy life. Discipline is also disciplining the mind with like meditation, because if we don't discipline the mind, it's very hard to discipline the body. And so it's about allowing ourselves to know that these things haven't changed ever. You know, Even some of the great avatars talked about the fact that, if we don't discipline ourselves as far as moving down a particular path of truth and love and peace and contentment, that we get off this path and we find that our lives are a mess. So it's about having these disciplines in place. I happen to know a little kid, and they has no discipline at home at all. And this kid is just running crazy and breaking things, and uh, it's unfortunate. It really is. And then the little kid is not happy. And you find a lot of little kids that are like that, and once they have put some discipline in place, not as far as abuse or anything, but just saying there's some rules here that we have to follow, and then all of a sudden the child is happier. And that's really important. We're not made to run amok and be crazy. We were supposed to have guidance, and that's what a lot of these spiritual books were all about, giving us guidance as to which way to move and what path to go on to achieve enlightenment. And you didn't see the great spiritual leaders, Buddha, Krishna, all the different ones, Christ. They had true disciplines in their life. But it seems that as of late that being in discipline seems to be something that people mock. I have to say, doing my meditation every day for the last 17 years with my wife, we first got together, so we were like army, you know what I mean? And I would get up and do my yoga and qigong and, work out, and I have a discipline to doing what I do and the way I eat also. And that's really important. And after a while, some of this has rubbed off on her, so she's starting to go down that road of discipline also. So it's allowing ourselves to understand that discipline is important, and we have to discipline our mind, body, and spirit. The mind is a monkey running around like crazy. It's kind of like having a new puppy, and we have a new puppy. And sometimes you have to tell the puppy, no, you can't do that, And we have a smart puppy. She learned potty training in one day. That's pretty amazing. But first I had to tell her, we had to go outside to do potty, That's important. But we have to do the same thing for the mind, You can't allow ourselves to go to this fatalistic thinking that we can get into, and allow ourselves to be engrossed in love and peace and positive thoughts. And when we do that, we start to see things change in our life. I just got an email from a lady who has cancer, and she said, all my life I've basically been a negative thinker and had no positive thoughts whatsoever, and I really believe in some way that that's connected to what I have going on in my body. So I think that that's really something to think about. If it did or not, I don't know. But every thought creates a vibration. Every word that comes out of our mouth creates a vibration. Everything that we do as far as actions creates a vibration. And we are a vibration. We get down to the quarks and we get down to the protons and we get down to all those things. They are spinning at a certain level, and then we are vibrating also. You know, we have cosmic rays and particles coming through, and they just pass right through us. We are mostly space. So what we are is a true vibrational understanding of that which is omnipresent. And when we allow ourselves to put the right spin on the quarks and the right spin on the electrons with the right vibration, we become all-knowing. And we have this omnipresent the understanding of everything, omnipotence. And we finally understand that, you know, sometimes we have to go through particular paths in order to gain enlightenment. A lot of times that filled with some pain. And that pain is there for us to gather strength and find our own love deep down inside. You know, that love is there because we are to give it to others. But the love we're giving is also the same love we need for us. So it's about allowing ourselves to move to a place of great love of all things. Everything outside and everything inside, but most of all going inside to find that great love where God resides. I love you.